And thank you for coming to your San Jose City Mount Ice Stadium games for today of the NFL football playoffs for today. Welcome to the playoffs on week one for today. We are moving on to playoffs early this season due to the fantasy team Redbricks. But today the Redbricks will be going against the SG Sharks for today. Please enjoy the rest of the music for today, folks. We thank you folks so much for watching your San Jose City events in the beautiful Mount Ice Stadium. Today's event is a very big one for the San Jose City Redbricks, of course. And once again, we are looking forward to seeing the Redbricks win this game and still stay in the playoffs. But we shall see. Right now, their lineup isn't that strong for this week of week one. So far, it would have been week 15, I believe. And last week was week 14. So stay tuned for more events coming into the San Jose City area. Please enjoy the rest of the music. We'll be getting this Mount High Football Stadium. Mount High football game itself started very, very soon. Thank you for watching your San Jose City Legotopia NFL football games. And we have one big matchup going on Sunday Night Football for today, folks. Thank you, folks, for coming to your San Jose City NFL Mount Ice Stadium football games for today. And we thank you for coming to your San Jose City NBC Sunday Night Football of the playoffs, week one for today, folks. And we thank you for coming to your San Jose City Fantasy Football playoffs for this 2018 year. So far, Sunday Night Football for playoffs is looking awesome one for today. So far, Redbricks are leading, not the best right now in the whole record itself, but so far we're seeing a nice team lineup for this Sunday Night Football. So far, starting lineup for the San Jose City Redbricks: Patrick Mahomes, D. Edwards, K. Dixon, Demarius Thomas, Jarvis Landry, B. McDonald for the new tight end, J. Jackson, H. Booker, and the Broncos defense. So far on the bench, Case Keenum, E. McGurr, Kerry Hunt, Jay Reynolds, Kay Galladay, and Saints for fantasy football playoffs for today, folks. We thank you, folks, for coming to your San Jose City events in the beautiful Mount Ice Stadium. This is a big matchup. San Jose City Redbricks going against the Sharks for tonight's playoffs for today in the beautiful Mount Ice Stadium, aka Legotopia capital here. For today, and it's Christmas time in the beautiful city of Legotopia itself, of Lego Bricks for today. So, Redbricks, Sharks for today, folks. Please enjoy the rest of the NFL football game for today. Playoffs, week one. And thank you for coming to your San Jose City NFL football games for today of playoffs, week one. Please rise for your local country and your local national anthem for today. And moving on to first quarter for the playoffs of week one for today, folks. Redbricks against Sharks. Today, the Sharks will be kicking off to the Redbricks to start off the game for today. So far, they will be kicking off to the Redbricks, and Redbricks will be getting the ball first. And let's see what they can get, which might be on the 20-yard line if they get a touchback. or anything like that. But so far, lineups out there right now, a pretty tough one for the Redbricks. So far on the fantasy draft, we're winning by 91 to 86, 60% chance of winning. But so far, Patrick Mahomes with the most points in the NFL, following the LA Rams quarterback. I believe his name is Jared Goff, who plays for the LA Rams. So he is actually the top quarterback right now in the NFL league right now in America. And so far, let's see what Patrick Mahomes can do by the end of this year's season. And moving on to the playoffs for fantasy football, let's see if the Redbirds can actually make it to the second part of the playoffs of week 2 of the playoffs and week 1 of the playoffs so far. Let's see if they can actually beat the Sharks and make it to the Super Bowl, most likely. Please stay tuned for Super Bowl number 6, I believe, is coming out in January or beginning of February here in the beautiful Mount Ice Stadium. So please stay tuned for that. Today's NFL football game is brought to you by Lego. Build your Lego Christmas for these holidays. Today's event is also brought to you by Walmart. Build your child of joy. Today's NFL football game is also brought to you by Disney Adventure Park. Disney Adventure Park just celebrated their last event of the year with a nice Christmas show, cartoon show that played at the park today. That was a very nice little ending to their events for the year. They will be continuing with their local Disney events by the beginning of 2019. So stay tuned for those. And I want to thank you folks for watching your San Diego City NFL football games on playoffs week 1, Redbricks Sharks. And moving on to the beginning of second quarter. So far, first quarter, Redbricks making the first touchdown, making it 7-0 with the first points on the board. So far, Redbricks winning this game of week 1 against the Sharks on playoffs for today. And we thank you folks in Legolands for joining us at your local Mount Ice Stadium football games. Mount Ice Stadium will be hosting some more concert type of events coming very, very soon. We did say that the NCS concert will be coming to Mount Ice Stadium very soon, so stay tuned for that this Friday. That will be going on in the San Diego City area, so stay tuned for that. Going to be a pretty big concert, just some pretty cool light show type of concert, and it will be brought to you by NCS because NCS will be playing there. So stay tuned for copyright sounds of NCS. Today's sponsorship, at the playoffs of week 1 for today. We thank you folks for watching. Please enjoy the rest of the second quarter for today, folks. Sorry about that. Playoffs week 1. And now, onto your San Diego City halftime reports. Reported by John Lees from the local San Diego City News Center. And thank you, local Legoans, and thank you, local Americans, for joining us at your San Diego City Mount Ice Stadium football games. Today we have a big matchup of playoffs week 1 for today for this Christmas type of game for today. Redbricks at Sharks for today on this first playoffs. First week of playoffs for the Redbricks, and let's see what they can do by the end of tonight's game. But so far, Redbricks leading with a record of 7 with the first points on the board at first quarter right there with a nice touchdown by Patrick Mahomes right there, actually making a little touchdown, about a 1-yard touchdown. They were about to he was about to pass it to one of his wide receivers, Demarius Thomas, but Demarius Thomas got cut off by one of the defensive linebackers right there, and they made a touchdown finally, making it 7-0. And then after that, on to second quarter, just a while ago, Redbricks did lose their chance of winning almost right there, but making a field goal for the Sharks for today. Sharks made the first field goal of the night, making it 3-7. So far, 7-3. Redbricks leading on the scoreboard for tonight's NFL football game. I am John Mays reporting from the San Diego City Mount Ice Stadium playoffs week 1 for today. I hope you all are having a happy holiday and stay safe out there. And today's event is brought to you by Walmart. Build your Lego Christmas. Thank you. playoffs week 1 for today for the Redbricks against the Sharks. After halftime, a nice little break for the Redbricks and Sharks right there. I was hearing some yelling coming from the Sharks coach right there. And let's see what the Sharks can actually do before the Redbricks actually try to win this one and make it onto the playoffs even more. But today they're playing against a pretty tough team. Even the Redbricks are a pretty tough team themselves with one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. But so far, let's see what the Redbricks can do by the end of tonight's game of playoffs. And so far, still looking good for the Redbricks. Let's see what they can do on this third quarter and second half for today. Today's NFL football game is brought to you by Lego Christmas, where they are having all types of Lego deals at the local Lego store right next door of the local King Supers in the San Luis City area, right on the south side of San Luis City area where all the amusement parks and stuff are. So stay tuned for more events coming in the city area. Lots of brand new ones. There's a brand new San Luis City annual SG Santa's Fest, I believe it's called, going on in the main street downtown on the 22nd or the 23rd and the 24th. Also, there's a church session going on at the local Legotopia Congress House for this year's Christmas Eve service. So stay tuned for that too, and also NCS concert going on Friday, and also the annual Christmas parade coming into the San Luis City area to add joy and magic in the air for this Christmas season coming into the main street downtown. So that's all the events that will be going on for the rest of the year. Stay tuned for Cruise Vlogs 2018 to 2019. Stay tuned for those. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Please enjoy the rest of the NFL football game for today. Redbricks Sharks. And moving on to the end of third quarter, so far Redbricks is still leading with the 7-3 score right there. Oh, actually the Sharks just scored another touchdown right there, their first touchdown, of the night right there for playoffs week 1, making it 10-7 right there. Redbricks losing this one, making it a very tough matchup for the Redbricks so far, and also for the Sharks. This might lead to a tie record to maybe make it go overtime for tonight's playoff game of week 1. But so far, Redbricks are having a tough matchup. Let's see if the Redbricks can actually do this. Week 1 NFL football games for today in the beautiful Mount Ice Stadium, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of tonight's NFL football game. And moving on to the middle of fourth quarter so far with at least 2 minutes left. It's 2-minute warning before the end of tonight's game. Still 10-7. Redbricks have the football right now, or are on offensive side right now. But so far looking very tough for the San Luis City Redbricks. But let's see if the Redbricks can actually win this one and make it to the rest of the playoffs on week 2 and week 3 and week 4. And then move on to the Super Bowl most likely. But let's see what the Redbricks can do against these Sharks. Pretty big matchup. lots of sweat and tears going on in the stadium right now. Lots of tough work going on. Let's see if the Redbricks can actually do this before losing it. But if they do lose this one, this will be the last game of the season that you guys will see from the Redbricks side. And we'll be seeing some more games coming to the beginning of January, or parts of January and parts of February. We'll be seeing other games from other NFL football, other teams and stuff from the NFL football. So stay tuned for those. Super Bowl number 6 coming to town, Mountain High Stadium once again. Stay tuned for that in February 5th, I believe. So thank you for watching your NFL football games. And let's see if the Redbricks can win this one. And it looks like the Redbricks do lose this one. They are out of the playoffs after today. Very tough matchup for the Redbricks. They will be losing this one by 14-7 right there, making it a really tough matchup for the Redbricks so far. Or I believe it was 13-7. Sorry, the Sharks got a field goal right at the end right there of fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, with Patrick Mahomes giving his first interception of the season to their defense of the Sharks right there, making it almost a pick six, but right when they were about to make that touchdown, they tackled them right there. So that would have been a sucky game for the Redbricks, but making it 13-7. Very tough matchup. Redbricks are out of the playoffs. We will be saying goodbye to the Redbricks for the rest of the NFL football season for this year. And we thank you folks for watching for today. Please stay tuned for more events coming into the city area. Redbricks will be back next season. Stay tuned for them once again at the beginning of the season of next fall. So stay tuned for them, and please stay tuned for Super Bowl number 6 going on here in the Mount High Stadium, which will be February 5th. So stay tuned for that. That concludes tonight's NFL football game of Sunday Night Football of Week 1 playoffs. Redbricks Sharks. Thank you for watching your Sangamo City NFL football games for today. Today's NFL football game is brought to you by Lego Build Your Lego Christmas. And today's game is also brought to you by Walmart. Build your child of joy. Thank you. And thank you for watching your Sangamo City events in the Sangamo City area. That concludes the 2018 season of the Redbricks for this year. And we thank you folks for watching your NFL football games. Please stay tuned for next year of 2019 season.